If you've been looking for seat covers, ShearComfort is probably a brand that you've seen come up before. So rather than tell you what we think about them, in this video we're going to unbox a set of TigerToughs and a set of ShearComfort seat covers. We're going to go over what you get in each package, then we're going to install them on a truck. We'll go over how the install went, and then we'll take a look at what you get once everything is installed. And we're not going to flex any opinions on you or tell you what we think is good or bad. We're just going to show you everything and then let you decide what makes the most sense for your vehicle. Now let's talk about the ShearComfort covers. So they come in a very large box that is pretty clear about the fact that you're getting custom seat covers. Let's chop this baby open and see what these custom seat covers look like. Okay, box is empty. Get that out of the way. See what we got going on in here. So these come as a back and bottom, it looks like. Get rid of the bag too. So yeah, here we've got a back and a bottom and another bottom, headrest, two headrests, that's good, and another back. So these ones here got like a little flappy thing for the airbag, it looks like. I don't see any instructions though, and I looked, the box definitely was empty before I threw it away. Maybe these are just super figure-outable. Hello, hello, hello. No instructions in there. Nope. No instructions. However, two back covers, two bottom covers, two headrest covers. On the seat back covers, they've got a tag sewn in here that tells you who sewed it and what your sales order number are, and that they're made in the USA, which is a good thing. And it says driver or passenger, like there's little check boxes, but neither of them are checked on either seat cover. And the bottoms also have the check boxes. Nothing's checked though. We'll be able to figure it out based off of the holes for the airbags, but at least they tell you, or try to tell you, what's the driver's side and what's the passenger side, but we'll be able to figure it out. Typically this is how they're going to show up. If you get just one, it's going to be in a bag like this. If you get multiples, they'll probably come packaged together in these bags in a box. Slice this open and see how everything looks. So we've got everything folded together there. Make sure I got everything out of the bag. So in between all of the pieces, we've got the install guide, like 6 pages long, color photos of how everything goes together. We've got a bill of materials that tells us everything that we're getting here, and then a link to an install video for this vehicle. And then the pieces that we've got are, this says passenger, so this is the passenger seat bottom with the string lock already clipped into the string. Then this is the driver's seat bottom. 2 headrests, 2 seat backs as well, driver's and passenger seat backs. So that is typically everything that is going to come in the package. What we're working on right now is a 2023 F-150, says it on the sticker here, with bucket seats. starting right at the top here, both covers come with a headrest cover. Both of them fit quite nicely as well. And then as we move down, we get to the seat back cover. Again, with both TigerTough and ShearComfort, the seat back cover is its own piece. So they're both 3-piece covers, which is a good thing. So one thing that we do here on the headrests is we cut the holes in our cover just big enough to stretch over the plastic piece, but then once it's over, it clips up inside, it tucks underneath there, and it looks clean, it looks nice. They do it a little bit differently, where they've just got slots cut in here. It actually works really well, but they cut slots in here and then just trim around there. It does tuck underneath there. It's just not quite as exact, but it's not bad. And then moving down to the seat back, obviously we've got some embroidery here. This is an option. They've got kind of a cool pattern stitch into theirs, but this right here isn't factory on ours. This is something that we will add for you if you like, whether it's your own logo or one of our stock logos, but you can make it look cool that way. Anyhow, with the fit here, the way we get this to fit so tight and to conform to the shape of the seat is by taking the front of the cover, and it tucks between the seat back and bottom, and then actually wraps up and sticks to itself. So that all of this here is pulled down, back, and then velcroed against the back of the seat. And that's how you get this nice tight fit. And like I was mentioned earlier, we weren't 100% sure how this was meant to go on, because I think they must have forgot to include instructions in the box. These here, the cover goes down, and then it's got some little like bungee cords and elastic straps with little plastic hooks on them that are just hooked up underneath the seat. So this may be able to get a tighter fit, but we weren't able to figure that out. Moving on to the seat bottom. One thing we do to make the seat bottom fit really tight and stay in place is the entire cover wraps underneath the seat, and then just like the back, it goes around and sticks to itself with Velcro. That keeps it from shifting forward and back. And then we have a string that runs across the bottom of the seat underneath, and it's held together with our string lock, and that keeps the seat cover from shifting side to side while you're getting in and out. That's how you keep this fit throughout the life of the vehicle. On this cover here, it's very similar to the back, where there's little bungee cords and plastic strips, plastic clips that hook underneath the seat. And then there's straps that run, like little fabric straps with a clip on the end of them that run underneath the seat bottom, and then that clips together to keep it from shifting forward and back. Moving around to the back of the seats, we take the same material as the front of the cover, go down around the back. This one has our optional seat back pocket on it. We do a huge pocket. It's much bigger than the factory pocket on your vehicle. And then we put a closure on top too, so you can put stuff in there, close it up, and don't have to worry about anything falling out. On the ShearComfort, they do it a little differently, and I assume this is for ease of install, but that's just me assuming. There's a different material. The entire back is I don't know what this material is, but it's a really light, sort of stretchy. It's not neoprene, but something similar feeling to that. The whole back of the cover is made out of that, and then they do have a factory pocket there. Moving on to airbags, it's really important to make sure that if you're putting covers on your seat, that they are airbag compatible, because every new vehicle after 1998 has got airbags built into the seat. That applies to all light trucks, vans, and cars. What we do is we create a tearaway designed into the seat that follows the tearaway on the factory seat, and that's sewn with a really low tensile thread, so that if your airbag should ever deploy, it'll tear right open, let the airbag out. That's the exact same way that the factory does it. And to make sure that you've got the right seat cover on your seat, we mark the seat backs and the seat bottoms, but the backs are important for this, with a tag that says driver or passenger. And then that way you know which way to put it on. Also, The airbag tearaway has got a tag that says airbag, like the factory tag, and then it's sewn with a white thread rather than the color that the rest is sewn with. So there's 3 things there to help you make sure that you've got the right seat back cover on. On the ShearComfort, they do their airbag tearaway a little bit differently. Well, in fact, they don't do a tearaway. They just have a hole cut into the cover here with a flap that tucks inside. So that just tucks in there like that, and then the airbag is meant to come out through that little hole right there. I assume they have these tested and proven that they work, so I'm just going to go ahead and assume they do. However, one thing that I do wonder about is, you can see this seam right here is the tearaway on the factory seat. So with that right there, that's going to run up right through here. And if I take this, we can pull the cover ahead here. See that? So that means that the tearaway is actually running up right in here. And the airbag inside the seat is about the same size as this hole right here, but when it inflates, it covers a big area to protect your hips down here and then your torso up here. So this is different than what we do. I'm gonna assume it works, but having tested a bunch of these and knowing how they work, it would just make me a little bit nervous that I don't think that the airbag is going to come out there, but hopefully they have testing that shows it does.